Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tyler with Riversmith here to show the 4-banger truck bed river quiver installation onto a cargo rail. Today I'll be using a 2024 Toyota Tundra TRD Sport. Included with your river quiver inside the package will be the river quiver itself, as well as a box with your mounts and hardware. For the 4-banger cargo rail truck bed installation, you will need the 6 mount bolts, 6 T-studs, either the larger or the smaller version, as well as 3 footers and an Allen wrench. Also required for the installation is a tape measure and a Sharpie. The first step in our cargo rail installation is clearing our cargo rail of obstructions. There may be hardware or mounting points already installed in your cargo rail. If this is the case, you'll most likely have to remove your cargo rail and pre-insert your slot nuts. After clearing our cargo rail of obstructions, the next step will be attaching our footers to our mounts. This can be accomplished by taking off your top nut, inserting into the bottom middle hole, and getting a rough idea of the height of your footer. Adjusting your lower nut will adjust the height of your footer. Once you're satisfied with the height, using a 10mm nut driver, I'll tighten down onto my footer, locking it in place. Repeat this step for all 3 mounts. After attaching footers to all 3 mounts, I will next loosely attach my slot nuts onto the top corner holes of our bracket. This is done easily and should look something like this. If you can, at this step, you will slide your mounts into your cargo rail. My mounts are obstructed, so I will have to attach my mounts directly to the pre-inserted slot nuts. If you have pre-inserted slot nuts, now is when you will attach your mounts to your inserted slot nuts. We are still using the top corner holes. After loosely installing my 3 truck bed mounts, this is the first time where we can make adjustments to our footer height. My middle mount is taller than I would like it to be. To adjust this, I will first loosen the 10mm nut on the inside of the bed. Then I can adjust the outside nut to fit the height that I'm looking for. Once I'm satisfied with the height, I can tighten my inside 10mm nut. It's at this point that we can measure and position our mounts. The first mount in this process will be the mount closest to the tailgate. With the tailgate closed, we can measure 13 to 18 inches for this first mount. 13 inches is the minimum to accept the size of the reel box. 18 inches is the maximum for stability. So I will take my tape measure as well as my Sharpie. I have an obstruction in the way, so I'll be positioning at 18 inches. We can now tighten this mount. After positioning and tightening my back mount, I will then move to the forwardmost mount and measure and install in relation to the backmost mount. The forwardmost mount will be between 36 and 40 inches from the back mount. We're measuring from the middle of each mount. I can mark this point with the Sharpie and then tighten. Once my forward and backmost mounts have been tightened into position, I can position and tighten my middle mount. Ideally, it'll be located directly in the middle of the two mounts, 18 to 20 inches between the two. If you have an obstruction in the way, do your best to locate it as close to the middle as possible. Again, measuring from the middle of each mount. After positioning and tightening my mounts, this is the last time where you can adjust your footer height. As shown, we are aiming for 1 to 5 degrees above level. The final step in our installation process will be attaching the river quiver itself to the mounts. First, remove the 10mm nuts from your T-studs. Then lift into position. This can be done with one person, but is easier with two. Once I've loosely attached my 10mm nuts, I can adjust the distance forward and back, as well as side to side. I will be moving as far forward as possible and as far in. Now I can tighten. Congratulations, you have just finished the 4-banger truck bed installation into a cargo rail. Before hitting the water, please make sure to read the driving, safety, maintenance, and use sections of our installation guide. Also remember to wash your river quiver frequently. Thank you very much and enjoy the water.